Hi, howdy ho there. I have to use a different recording software for this video because today we're playing Fallout New Vegas. Yes, I recently got all the DLC for this game. I am using NVIDIA's built-in recording software instead because OBS just doesn't work in this situation. So let's hope we don't run into some of that Bethesda magic. Generally, this game runs pretty well for me, so let's hope.
Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
I've never actually gotten that far in this game. I played it a bunch, but I never really knew what to do, so I just fucked around, as one does. So, for once I'm actually going to dedicate myself to, doing stuff in a save file, for once.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition.
Good job.
But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Yeah.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
Yeah.
You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
Say the line.
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck.
Yeah.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
There we go. And scene. Damn, I forgot how long that intro was. How long has this been going on for already? 5 minutes. It's, well, almost 5 minutes. And Fuck, that music is loud. At least to me it is. I can't mix my mic the same way that I do with OBS, so... You know. That does make things a bit harder for me. Just understand that if, like, my mic's a bit low and the game seems a bit high, it's not my fault. NVIDIA doesn't give you the option to do that. Maybe because I'm not using the better version of that software. I don't know if there are multiple NVIDIA recording softwares. I'm just using the one that comes with the app. Because it works. It looks pretty nice, from what I've seen, from what I've checked. It seems to function. Ah, caravan pack items. Mercenary pack items. Yeah, I just got all the DLC, so I wasn't expecting this. I figured you'd have to, like, at least go look for them in a cache, but no.
You're awake.
They just hand them to you.
How about that?
I'm gonna rob you.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now.
Or you
Why
could
don't
at least
relax a
make
sec?
him give them to me
Get your
at the end
bearings.
of the
Let's see what the
introduction.
damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
What do I name my character? Nope. I'm going to go with...
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind.
That's a
but
dumb
I
name,
had to
but
go
it'll work.
rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead
All
out.
right.
I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
I did have to clear out my my recordings,
How'd
well,
I
my
do?
edited videos, so I don't have video backups anymore. All right. Caucasian seems right. How many presets are there? Oh. Customize. Shape. General. Do we go with light? Yeah, we go with light, I think. Light and thin. Yep. Forehead. I don't want to make an absurd character. So we're just gonna try our best here. His forehead's a bit tall. It's the hairline. It's the hairline. We can solve that post. All right. Smaller end. No. The schnoz. I've always been very bad at a bit more pointed. There we go. Long or short? Shorter. Low. It does look a little funny, but that's okay. That's how Bethesda character creators are. They just kind of suck. The slider system was never a good idea. It just cannot produce... What is concave looks good. I've always made a habit out of making sickly old men as characters. I don't know why. I just think it's funny. That's not what we're doing here, though. I'm trying to make a guy, like a relatively ordinary guy. And who knows, we'll give him funny hair, if anything. Retractive. Jutting. Make it the jutting. Get some width. No, I think that's too much. Make it thin. Yeah, really make his middle face way overpronounced. Yep. That. He doesn't look bad or anything, he just looks strange. Because of all the concavity. Yeah. It's just because his nose is so big. That's all it is. He's just got a big-ass nose. And chin. If his is deep and recessed, and gives him forward. There, he looks a little nicer from the front. From the side, he looks pretty normal, actually. Very normal. And then... no, that nose is just throwing me off. I need to adjust that a little. Making it pointed down won't do much. Thin nostrils might help. Yeah, no, that definitely. Making it a bit shorter too. Yeah, no, that looks much better. It's just the jewel of his face instead of his entire face. That's much better. What do we do for a haircut? Do we go funny? I think we go for something pretty standard. Not ugly, but not absurd. We don't want to look like a dumbass. Waster, Sarge. Pompadour. The Pompadour is pretty nice. The Tunnel Snake's also decent enough. It's a clean cut. Let's go with Pompadour. A bright blue Pompadour. Oh, or a nice teal. Nice teal color. Hold on, I never actually changed eye color. Wait, do we make him old? Nah, youthful. The youthfulness. I'm not liking that hair color. See, if you power all of them, you get a bright white. Similarly, if you drop all of them to minimal, you get a very deep black. There we go.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your
plastic
feet.
surgery skills are astounding, but I love how he just makes fun of you.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room?
It's incredible. It's
Over
not
by
until...
that vigor tester machine there.
Okay.
Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Thing is, the game automatically makes it take it fast. Like, I'm holding shift here to walk normally.
Good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Hercules' bigger cousin. Alright, what are we prioritizing? Perception. I've never actually done a character with good perception. It's usually a dump stat pick. For me. I think we'll do the level sort. We'll just keep things normal. Charisma could be fun. Unstoppable. I just love that all of these are designed to be pretty funny. Like all the top reads. Cult leader. Walks on water. Agility could also be really fun. Luck is always great, like it's just really good in this game because casinos. But I have never done anything with agility before. So we're gonna just do it with agility, because why not?
Most patients don't get out of bed after being shot and then move like they was in perfect control. You're unusual, I'll say that. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn a dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
I'm gonna take your shit before I leave. I just hope you know that. You got a lot of stim packs lying around here.
Alright. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother.
Oh, he's now looking me not in the eyes. That's not concerning at all. So why does he look like that? The more I look at his face, the worse it looks. I'm not that crazy. I am that crazy.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament.
It really does not. I was just doing my job.
Okay.
I just so
now, I
happen
got
to
a
be
few
a terrible
statements.
person.
I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
I see a Medal of Honor. Like something similar to that, just the shape, but closest I could guess. I mean, I see the shadow in the door frame a little bit.
Okay. How about this one?
But invert in colors. Yeah, no, I definitely see a ship.
Last one.
Two dudes holding hands. Yeah, they are lying down.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Melee weapons, science, and guns. I'm willing to give up melee weapons for speech in this situation, because that is a very good skill to have.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Yep. Skilled. You're skilled, but not experienced. You gain +5 skill points, but 10% minus experience from now on. That ain't that good. Logan's loophole. No one's going to put you out to pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. You'll never again become addicted to chems, and they'll last twice as long. But after 30, you can. Level 30. Weird. I don't really care for that. Built to destroy could be fun, but... You gain 1 special attributes, but suffer -1 when indoors. That one might just be really good. I don't know what to say about that. You gain 2 for your special attributes from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., but from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. you're not at your best. That just seems like a... Actually, maybe I won't go with that. I think... That one's just really nice.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you
I never
out.
said I had the best eyes. In fact, I said I had mediocre vision, assuming I didn't need glasses. 20/20 vision is actually not the best vision you can have, it turns out. It's actually 28. Which is crazy. Anyways, before we go, I'm going to just rob you. So give me a second while I do that. Actually, I don't know if my science is high enough that I can actually... Yeah, my science was high enough. Nice. It was due to my decision making. My incredible... Why does the controls feel weird? Is it just me? I think it's just me. Also, I've never actually played this game with the mouse I got to replace my old one. My old one was really nice, too. It's a shame. But it broke. Maybe it wasn't so nice, seeing as it did break, but... the ruined books don't really do that. But, yeah, I know, game. I'm just robbing him first, don't you see? It's important that I steal all of his shit before I go. It's tradition. I can't defy tradition. It's not my place to reinvent society. Heathens. It is my place to rob the guy who just saved my life. Did you not pay attention when I was filling out that form? Well, answering his questions? It's pretty obvious that I'm just a terrible person, and I was gonna do this. I was gonna rob the shit out of the guy who just gave me the opportunity to live again. Yep, I think I've gotten everything useful. So, yep, I'll head out now.
Here, these are yours. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip.
I never paid attention to that line.
Well, if you're heading back out
But
there,
now that I think about it, he just thought I was dead.
They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you.
I'm actually very curious what that means.
And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style, anyway.
Well, I'll say thank you.
Don't mention it.
I'm a selfish
It's what I'm
dick.
here
I'm not
for.
unappreciative.
You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out,
probably
too.
gonna be very
And the metal
contradictory
fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave.
Because I
Anyway,
hate
you
being
ever
a
get
terrible
hurt
person
out
in
there,
video
you
games.
come right back.
It
I'll
hurts
fix you up.
a little bit.
But try not to get killed anymore.
Thank God I'm immortal, technically, because I can reset time. Observe. And now I will never die. That intro is longer than I remember. Spent 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So I'm probably going to leave something titled like skip 24 minutes if you want to see the actual game. Assuming this loads. Hello, game? This is taking longer than usual. Don't tell me I'm going to get hit with the Bethesda magic. Oh, okay, there we go. I was worried for a second there. Oh, that's why it took so long. All the fucking DLC. Alright, 24 minutes. Alright, time to put on... Time to put on my special apparel. I don't need the tutorial for what apparel is. Alright, the armored jumpsuit. I get free leather? I get free metal armor? Hell yeah. It's all light, so it's actually pretty sweet. And yeah, that's actually very helpful. A set of things. Mercenary grade rifle, sturdy caravan shotgun, weathered 10 millimeter, Throwing spears, laser pistol. I do want the free varmint rifle. And all the ammo that comes with it. So I am going to do the tutorial again, even though I know how to play this game. In fact, I just want all the free stuff. Really, that's all I'm after. Just a bunch of free shit from the tutorial. So yeah, if you skip to this point, which I'm going to recommend you do in the title...
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
I love how minimal the facial and body expression is. It's...
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you.
I
Meet me
mean,
outside,
it's
behind the
astounding they
saloon.
actually did. I had a shotgun. Well, at least, you know, thanks to all that. I had a shotgun with me, and there were 2 cons. At least at current. The jump's always been really weird, like the physics associated with it. I don't know what is wrong with this engine, but it's just so finicky about, you know, landings. Alright, nothing valuable to do right now. I just stole a bunch of shit from a doctor. Am I a bad person, miss?
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence
Where's my varmint?
there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
My agility.
That's the right idea. Try crouching down instead. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Yeah,
Follow me.
you give me more ammo if I do that, so... Oh, the lag. Why is this lagging so much? Ugh. Maybe it's not for you, but it is for me. It's stuttering. You know, I've noticed that sometimes the stuttering I talk about doesn't show up on camera. On the recording. How is it that I have a maxed out agility and you still have a faster walk than me? Or do you? No, you don't, actually. I am slightly faster than you are. Oh, and now the music. Oh, Bethesda. Oh, wait, no, it just switched to a different ambient track. Randomly. Hey, Cheyenne, I did not ask you. Just like our own actual dog in real life, just constantly in the way. Not on purpose, just constantly in the way. Yeah. You would get along swimmingly.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quiet...
Alright. Blast him.
Okay, you're on.
We've got a real Lee Harvey Oswald on our hands. Looks like. My incredible accuracy with a very simple rifle could in fact likely rival such an... I'm not gonna promote. I was about to say something like, you know, could rival such an incredible shot to a point where you almost couldn't believe it. Almost like it didn't actually happen. I was gonna do that whole thing, but no, I'm not gonna promote the... I'm not gonna promote conspiracy theories on this channel. I don't care how much evidence you have for them. If they're not confirmable, what happened? Where are you? Your smiles? You did absolutely nothing. Congratulations.
See? You're getting the hang. There's 2 more wells that
I
still
did
need
the
clearing.
whole fucking thing.
You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
These are 5mm rounds. They're pretty impressive. Not as impressive as a 9, but impressive. Enough to kill things. I think that is actually hunting grade. Measurement. I have VATS. Why are you in the way? Oh, there are more. That's right. Shit breaks so quickly in this game if you don't have skill level dedicated to it. For some reason, I always prioritize skills that are not all that useful for combat. Like science and repair, which are good skills to level up in this game, but like not good enough to wear. Alright. Oh, that lag. Oh my god, she's dead. Fuck, if the game wasn't exploding, you wouldn't be dead. God damn it. She gives you water if you let her live. Damn it. It's not worth returning to a quick save over or anything, but it's like, oh. Now I feel bad.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it.
You moved on
But
way
you did
too
what you
quickly from that.
promised.
That's a human
Staying
life
out here with me.
in a small
Here's
town.
my end of the deal. One more
Like,
thing I
listen,
wanted to show you.
I get it, you can get desensitized.
Thought I might teach you about living off the land and
but
making
that
useful
is
things for
fucked
yourself.
up, man.
Interested?
Again, I like
All
free
right,
things.
then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
By that you mean I'll get cooking. Because you do absolutely nothing. Like, I'm serious when I say this. She's barely a help at all. That kind of goes for a lot of things in video games. You know, you want to give the autonomy to the player and all that, but at the same time, it's like, don't talk about we when I'm the one doing the bulk of the work here. With those geckos, it was purely an issue of, you know, stuttering. Which is, whatever, pretty unpleasant, but overall manageable. My inventory is already pretty full up. I can't believe I'm not hit. How did I not hit? Okay. What is the hitbox on these things? Seriously, what the fuck is that hitbox? There we go. Reticle's red. I shoot. Still doesn't hit him. Like 5 times. My god. That's some bullshit. But, you know. Understandable, I guess. I wonder what's inside the schoolhouse. Can I even go in here? I think you can. Yeah, with the... I don't remember if you could without the DLC or not, but you can now. Again, what the fuck is that hitbox? It's miserable. I don't have a lot of action points still. I kind of want more, but it's okay. Also, these things would be absolutely horrifying in real life. Like, a lot of things in Fallout would be. But fuck me, these would be the worst to look at ever. There's just a school. I wonder whatever happened to it. Well, other than getting nuked. It wasn't until much later. It wasn't until the Fallout series came out that a lot of people found out that a lot of people just, in the universe at least, just killed themselves. Safe. Oh, I don't have the lockpick skill. But I do have the science skill to do the terminals. Okay, I get 4 attempts. Changed. No, not even close. Healing. Almost correct. Nope. So it's something with an ing, I believe. Wearing? I'm scared. I don't know if you get second attempts at this, so... Ugh. If you mess that up, you just don't get the things. Okay, how much lockpicking will I have to level up to get that? Skills. Lockpick. I need 12 levels on lockpick. What's that comic I picked up? Those are categorized as aid, so if I just look real quick. Programmer's Digest, plus 10 science. Interesting, but not really all that useful. A lot of junk in here. I remember not being able to enter the schoolhouse for some reason, but... whatever. I think it's just a normal place. Whatever's in that safe, I will find out. I will come back with the lockpick skill to do it again. But for now, I just need to go to the graveyard. It's free. Yay. How long has this video been going on for? 30 minutes? Kind of weird how almost the entire tutorial is shorter than the introduction. If you do it at normal speed, anyway. Then, of course, there's the fight against the Powder Gangers, which I think we will be doing. Simply because their boss has stealth boys. And if you kill them fast enough, you can grab them. And those are just awesome. They're just cool. I like them. I think they're interesting. It is... Oh my god. I do not want to put up with that stinger. I am breaking that as immediately. To minimize risk. I take a sip from my canteen, healing a small amount of health. Post-encounter. So that's where that comes from. I was always wondering where people got the canteen. Turns out it's a DLC thing. I do like the side missions. I don't know if any other Fallout games do that, They are very nice. They do make the game way easier. I'm honestly more likely to hit this shot free cuffing it rather than using the VATS, which is really weird. And that's because perception doesn't actually affect how well your gun aims. Agility does. I can now rob some graves. If I find a shovel. Which I think I can. There might be a shovel around here. There is this hollow grave. Without anyone in it. Hold on a minute. Is this where I got shot? Might be. Damn. I mean, it is on a hill. What did I just say? Audience, tell me what I just said. Because it was not what I meant to say. Probably. Ow. God damn it. Rock flower. Wonder why it's growing. Wonder what this is all about. Like, why is there just one there? Just one of a plant. That doesn't really happen. Those things should spread a little bit. So how long has that been there for? On that note, there should be more around here. How did that get there? Did someone plant that at a grave? If so, why that plant and why at a grave? Well, near graves, anyway. That's really weird. Agility does affect your damage with guns, I believe. Okay, what the fuck? Oh wait, that's right, it wobbles when you don't stabilize. A realism mechanic in video games that I'm very glad most FPSs don't use. Because it sucks so much. Well, it would suck in an FPS. In a game like this, it's actually kind of cool. But in something like, imagine if Doom had that kind of thing going on. The game would just be miserable to play. Okay. There we go. Sure, I'm wasting all of my free ammo, but... Turns out I accidentally traveled past the horizon line. My bad. But whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'm pretty happy with my build. It's actually kind of fun. So far, anyway. There's a coyote and a coyote pup. The pup is gonna run up right to me, like a dumbass. And unfortunately, coyotes are always gonna be aggressive, so I am required. It's me or them, you know, and unfortunately, I just so happen to care way more about me. Also, food. You don't need food in this game without it playing survival mode, but, you gotta love how the ragdolls work. They very well, I think they do. I'm, like, slightly sure that this is the case. They ragdoll first from the point of injury, just due to how it's rendered, or intentionally, whatever, so it looks kind of funny when it happens. It's just kind of comical. From the point where they are lethally shot. Anyways, you get a lot more varmint rifles going forward. So repairing this thing will be a non-issue. In no time at all. I swear though, you just find like stacks on stacks on stacks of varmint rifles. Take a sip from my trusty canteen, which for some reason makes me recover at blistering speeds from just about every injury.
me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
I feel like saying that's a folks on the trail name just seems disingenuous, because that seems like a very
But that's not
straightforward
bad,
way of
see?
saying things.
All it takes to make a
When I
recipe
feel
is
like
the right ingredients and the right know-how.
More effort
Sometimes
could have
it
gone
won't be a
into making
campfire
that
you need.
interesting.
Might need to
I'm
do
not
some
going to
work on
critique
your
this
guns
game's
and ammo,
writing.
maybe.
It's pretty great. But
Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find... Well, I hope that's... I'm heading back now. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mall. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
I'll do that. No worries. Anyways, is there anything I can cook? I have a bunch of coyote meat. Oh, my survival skill is non-existent. Oh, I have the skill here, but black coffee is, not something I can make. But you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me that coyote meat... Cooking coyote meat, dog steak, and coyote steak, presumably, is beyond me. That I simply lack the skill to I can tell you in confidence that grilling meat is not hard. Making good grilled meat, that's hard. But I can tell you, as someone who successfully managed to cook a steak in some butter in a frying pan when I still barely knew how to cook, and it tasted, that it is not difficult to cook something edible. But apparently I need survival skill. Crafting stuff just gets you a lot of benefits, so, namely that you can do those little achievements and level up faster. It's cool. It's a cool way to get things done. I could just use fast travel, but where's the fun in that? Unfortunately, I can't use the radio, because copyrighted music. Yep, that's about it. There is a lot of copyrighted music in this game. That's how it is. Anyways. Yeah. Some quests are really short. Take no time at all. Some are really not.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that
Damage
in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
I'll take the setup. You can get some free leather.
Well,
that
you've
way.
been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide.
Yep.
We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low.
That's really dumb.
We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Yeah, figures.
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea.
Yeah.
It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Yeah, that just seems like a really bad idea. What did they think was gonna happen? Like, I'm starting to think if they're just that's not even like a poor governance thing. That's just stupid. Actually, no, I know what politicians are like. Oh, I leveled up. That's right. I get 13 total skill points, which I will dedicate 12 of first to lockpick so that I can go to that schoolhouse and get some stuff. But there is one thing I care about more. I've forgotten what it is. It's guns. I like guns. Confirmed Bachelor is better than Lady Killer, but Swift Learner... Retention... Okay, it's... Oh, there seem like there are more skill points. Weird. Light touch. And shining armor. This one actually doesn't work, I found out. Yep, this one actually doesn't do what it's supposed to do, which is pretty funny. That just seems nice. I'm gonna use a different gun. The varmint rifle's just not gonna cut it. But what will cut it is good old-fashioned shotgun.
What the hell is your problem?
Let me put it this way for you. I know what reputation is. His friends can come all they like. I'll just blow their heads off. I decided I do not give a shit because I have a shotgun, and they don't. Yep, that is how the world works. Don't you know? If you just want to do whatever you want, just take a shotgun with you. What are they gonna do? Ah.
That's close enough. Sorry about the... We got off to a bad start.
Killed him.
Thanks, I guess. Cobb wasn't the problem, though. I could have handled him if he ever found me. Cobb's friends are the bigger problem. And when he doesn't get back, they'll be coming here for blood. There's no...
I'll help you out with that, just so I can loot their corpses, but, you know, I'll help you.
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me... We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Alright. I'll round everybody up. Why not? I don't really have a high speech skill, though, so I don't know if I can get everybody. But I can get a good chunk of folks, so that'll be nice. Maybe. My explosives... I definitely can't get dynamite. And I don't have the medical skill, I think, to convince Doc Lewis to give us medkits. Yep.
I don't think Joe Cobb knew what hit him. I'm hoping you took him down for a good reason and not for fun.
Yep.
Say no more. I'm in.
I think... Oh, I did do it for fun, but...
Just like that.
You know, you don't need to know
I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Even though Joe Cobb's dead, his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere. Finally, there's a good...
Alright. I'll go to Doc Lewis first, because you do get some medkits and some medical supplies. Some nicer medical supplies, if you can convince him, but you need medical skill to do that. And I mean, you do kind of just lie to him. This is a gang war, technically, but it's like a little baby gang war. It's very easy to finish without really even taking any damage.
Welcome back.
Alright.
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone.
Yep, that's damn right.
Not much good in
It
a
doesn't
fight
help that I
with
shot
my
their
bum
leader in the
leg.
head.
And my supplies
That's
are
sad.
scarce, but I'll...
Alright.
I didn't see him or the men with him. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything,
I like his
she'd
accent.
know about it.
Sometimes he sounds Canadian, and that's kind of funny to me. Anyways, I don't remember. I think if you have a high enough medical skill, you can ask him to give you more stuff, and he'll give it to you, but, you know. For now, that's just not going to happen. I don't have the explosive skill to get the dynamite, and, I might have the barter for the leather armor. Might. Very, very close pinch.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was pet. I've got plenty of supplies. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail.
Well...
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the Powder Gangers. That's a 1,000-cap investment.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Right.
I maybe, if I go convince Trudy, if I can squeak out just enough to get my barter skill pumped in terms of XP. But I don't know. I don't think so, but yeah, there's a slight maybe to this.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big
Nope,
risk,
it looks like
but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you.
That was easy.
Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general...
Alright, so I'll go look into that again. Trudy's recommendation might help. I don't know if it does, but it might. I don't remember. So we're gonna be a little redundant here.
You looking to buy some supplies? This again? Like I said, I'm against taking on the Powder Gangers.
Ah, god damn it. Alright, looks like we don't get the supplies. The leather armor is not in the cards. I mean, I'm fine. It doesn't really matter to me if the people die, but you know, I'd rather they didn't. And I've got a pretty nice jumpsuit going on. Poseidon Energy, one of the many monopolies, well, companies attempting to establish a monopoly.
So what's going on? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The Powder Gangers are here to play.
Yep.
I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that
Yep. I'm gonna blast him with my gun. Oh, bump my mic. Alright, after this I think the video can end. We all know this part of the game. There's no point in really talking about it too much. You know? I wonder what frame rate NVIDIA records at.
No!
That was easy. Didn't even really put up much of a fight, did you? I've gained karma. And now, I'm going to trudge through the muck while I pick up a bunch of these guys' things and...
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You didn't have to.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days.
I feel like a bad person.
If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
I will. I'll do that for you. Yep. Alright, time to maintain some stuff. Maintain and repair. In the hopes of lightening the load. I still do intend to sell all this stuff at the general store once I'm done picking it apart. Also, varmint rifle repair. Very important. I don't know how the Vault 13 canteen actually works. I'm sure I could read up on it at some point, but yeah. Oof, this is slow. Doesn't matter if you max out your agility, apparently you can still be very, very sluggish. I also can't jump, which is very, very irritating. Hello, miss.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet.
Is that why you're, like, Blair Witching in the middle of the street, or...?
Not much, other than there were a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
I'll give it a look.
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
There's no reason to, be hostile.
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
I do intend to sell some shit to you. Namely, these baseball bats. And, I don't really care about powder gang or simples stuff. You can sell back to them for a decent chunk of change. You know, for all I care. Just screw them over. It's always fun. Oops, my bad. Whatever. I guess I'll just sell you these cleavers. They don't mean anything to me. Same with this knife. Useless. I'm a gun guy. I like guns.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Alright. Time to go look at what else I can get. Coyote hide belt. If for no other reason than because it's a good thing to know how to make. You know, I need higher science. I need a lot of things. Why are the belts heavier than the material that makes them? That doesn't make sense. Whatever, I'll just sell them. Wherever this asshole is. Shut up. You're gonna get me copyright stricken, don't you understand? Where'd he go? God, is there pathfinding eating shit and like I can't actually get to them now? Oh, no, there you are. You're just by the door.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't... Dan...
I need to sell some things to you. Most notably these belts. I believe those go into... Also these crutches. They're just heavy. Oh, and these hides. They're only good for selling, pretty much. And these books. And these leather belts. I'll just have all of your money. One way or another. Pretty much is the plan. I'm not selling you my canteen, though. That thing is very good.
Pleasure doing business.
Anyways, I'm gonna go break into Easy Pete's house and basically pretend I live there. So that I can not have to hold on to all this stuff, and can just put away the stuff I'm not using. Alright. It's called a Good Springs home, but Easy Pete lives here, in that room. Or he sleeps here. I don't remember where he sleeps. Point is... There is an empty container somewhere around here. You can just rob them. It doesn't really matter. You can just shovel your shit where his shit is and call it a day. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Oh wait, no, actually, I actually want my bobby pins. I need those. Cases don't really weigh anything, do they? Yeah, nope. I'm trying to reduce my weight, so I don't really need to put away anything that doesn't have a weight. An earnings clipboard, finance clipboard, flour, hot plate. Doesn't weigh anything. It's fine. Pack of cigarettes. Toaster. Keeping my canteen on me. Alright, I'll keep all my aid stuff for no other reason than it's useful. Pre-war baseball cap. Tribal rating arm is not that great, neither is the lightweight metal. It's good, it's just I don't want it. And the binocs, they're cool, but I don't need them. Neither do I need the machete. Or the grenade. Rifle. Or the throwing spears. So overall, that's all my stuff. All the stuff I care about anyways. My 12 gauge is gonna do me a lot of favors. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I haven't really gotten on it. I haven't really gotten on with the game yet, but, you know, that's fine. That's all good. So, yeah, that's cool. It was fun. Ugh. So, we're gonna call it there. But yeah, no, that was pretty awesome. I'm gonna finally play this game properly for once. So, yeah. Have a good one.